If you've ever gone into the garden centre and thought the plants that you're buying there are expensive, you might be interested in this story. See, this is all about what a grower goes through to produce a plant for you. This nursery is called Floraplant. It's owned by Richard and Tara Deckers. It was started by Richard's dad, Eddie, many years ago when he came out from Holland. Probably few places in Australia as efficient at producing beautiful flowering pot plants. But what goes into producing a plant might well amaze you. The nursery produces hundreds of thousands of colour plants, including chrysanthemums all year round in a range of beautiful flower colours. If you look carefully, you'll note that every single plant is the same height, width, and has roughly the same number of flowers. Now, this is because of two things: the variety selected and the way they're grown. The nursery employs state-of-the-art technology, including huge glass houses that provide a completely controlled environment by screens that are computer-controlled, shading the plants from direct sunlight. At the same time, if it starts to get too hot, blowers kick in and they start to cool the area as well, which is why all of the plants appear absolutely perfect, because they are. The plants are watered not by overhead sprinklers, but by a flood irrigation system, watering from the bottom up. This is vitally important with plants with lush flowers. You don't want the flowers getting mildew because they're wet in humid conditions. The quality control process sees the nurseryman watching carefully over the plants throughout their growing period, watching for nutrient deficiency, pest control, growth performance, and if any of the plants are not suitable, they're removed from the crop to ensure that the quality of every single plant in the crop is perfect. Typically, a crop of plants will be grown from cutting or tissue culture and could take anywhere between 6 months and a year to grow in a small pot before it can be sold. And even before that happens, the plant needs to be picked, labelled, packed into cartons, placed on trolleys and shipped by truck across the metro area to garden centres, where they're then finally put up for sale. So, the next time you pop into your local garden centre and you're looking at a plant like this and you think, well, it's about 20 bucks. Gee, I don't know, is it worth it? Think of the number of hours that have taken to grow this, the number of hands that have touched it, the amount of care and effort that's gone into nurturing it. You know what? I think plants are just great value.